The light's a bit distracting. That looks a little bit better, but now it's too dark. I don't know what I can turn on. That looks the best. So if you read the title, this is my book collection live. This is the first live video I've done in a while, and I'm currently live. Wow, I already have like 10 viewers. It only went live like a second ago. But let's just get into it. This will also be a mini book review for each book. Like, when I bring up each book, I'm going to kind of give a little bit of like a 2-second review on it. Hope you enjoy this. This is going to be more of a casual live. I'm going to do a lot of these in the summer since, you know, I have time. But we might as well just start with Wimpy Kid. Okay, first we have the do-it-yourself books. I have like 2 of these, and I can do a whole video of just looking through these, but I like wrote through them like when I was like in year 4 or 3. So I can do a whole video on some of the dumb stuff I wrote in this in the future. There's gonna be a lot of walking around, that's why I might just bring like big. Might as well just bring big chunks of books, because there's gonna be a lot of walking around if I just don't. Okay, I got 2 the normal kids. This is a pretty solid book, but well, it can be better. I got Roderick Rose. This is personally my favourite book in the entire Wimpy Kid series, because first of all, it's more of a classic. It's just funny. It's a great book. A lot of like newer books start to get a bit crazy. And I think the new one coming out in October, No Brainer, is Jeff Kinney trying to go back to that. This is my Dog Days. It's missing a front, but it is Dog Days. It's a pretty good book. Not the best. The last straw. The last straw. This book is fine. Not the best. It's still a good book. The Ugly Truth. Fine. The Ugly Truth is more. The Ugly Truth is more of a confusing book. I don't know why it exists. I'll put this aside. Cabin Fever. Probably one of my favorites of Wimpy Kid books of all time. The Third Wheel. The one where Greg finally learns that he is ugly and he'll never get a girl. Hard Luck. I don't know what the point of this book is. Basically, Greg going on for 200 pages about how he's jealous about some fat kid getting a girl. Sounds weird, but that's basically some of the book. The fat kid in this chance being Rowley. And guess what? It was just to impress. He just went with him. He's just to impress her old boyfriend. Now I'm going to get the next chunk of Wimpy Kid books. And there are 2 chunks of Wimpy Kid books in my opinion. The old chunk, which most kids who are in their teenagers know about, and the new chunk, which is, you know, related to us. The first chunk is basically for those young kids, and it's probably the best chunk of Wimpy Kid books ever. The new chunk, this chunk will gets crazy, and it's mostly rated with our kind of generation, because you know, the kind of people who used to read the books are like in college now. First Long Haul, probably the worst book in my opinion, but some people really like it a lot. Some people have a theory that he died in this book, but that's just a bit dumb. But it kind of makes sense. Like, how the hell is he still in middle school? We've been through 17 books, 5 summers, 2 winters. How is he still in middle school? That is physically impossible. Dude must be in some spiritual. Yeah, but I think we'll never find out. Old School. Yeah, talking about that. Basically, just him going old school. Dull down. I don't know what the point of this book is. Basically, the point is he goes through he crisis where he thinks he's being watched, and there's a whole film about him for like 30 pages, and also he wants to be in a Halloween party with a girl, and hopefully he can get one. I don't know. The getaway. He goes to a plane for the first time. Bro, are you poor? You went on a plane for the first time? I've been on a plane like 20 times. He went on a plane the first time when he was like 14 and 12. I mean, the meltdown. It's snowing everywhere, and also, this dude gets in the biggest snowball forever and describes every single one of this neighbor. It's actually threatening that this guy knows everyone in his neighborhood very, very well. Like, does this guy keep logs? Like, oh, let's see what Danny's doing. I need to write every single thing Danny does. And then he has like a whole notebook just on Danny. But if he actually does keep logs on people, then that's just creepy. One of his neighbors comes to his room and they just see a pile of notebooks about other neighbors. And what about him? Where he logs every detail about him for his Wimpy Kid books. And he's just like, what the? You know what I think? Imagine Greg's just a normal guy going through his life. And here's a theory that some people have about Wimpy Kid. Basically, Greg is going through his whole normal life. He writes a diary, and then he writes in the second book that his brother Roderick stole his diary. And he writes in other books that his diaries keep getting stolen by Roderick. There's a theory that Roderick sent the book to Jeff Kinney, who pretended he wrote it and sent it to an editor. And now Jeff Kinney is a worldwide millionaire, and Greg Heffley just thinks, oh, that's cool, I have the same name as this guy, and the stories are the same as me. But he doesn't realize he's being used to make everyone a millionaire. I think that story's a bit stupid, but I'll go with it. I'm missing the wrecking ball. I'm going to try get it again, but I'm missing it. The deep end. Basically, his house is destroyed. He goes and he's looking in grandma's basement. He goes on a holiday, which ends up being crappy. The Big Shot. I don't know. Some of it is Greg tries sports, and he ends up enjoying it, but he still decides to retire. And he tries out for Roderick's band. He ends up enjoying it, but he retires. This guy is trying everything he used to never do before, and he retires quickly after. And also, now he's in the new book, No Brainer. He's finally trying to get those A's and ace all his tests and become a nerd. And I bet you once he gets this first day at the end of the book, he's literally going to be like, okay, so this is my retirement from being a nerd and getting A's. I bet you that's what's going to happen, because he has made a tradition to do that. And I don't think Jeff Kinney is going to let us down, because I really want to see the tradition continued. But if he really does, I wonder what book 19 is going to be. You know what book I really want to see? Greg Gets a Girlfriend. I know it sounds weird, but I really want to see that book one day. Jeff Kinney, I know you can do it. It's not because of the children, but you can't have kissing in it. The Getaway has her parents kissing 5 times, so they can't include kissing. Or why the hell would they include that? Also, I'll mention this once. There's a lot of kissing in every Wimpy Kid book. Yes, I've counted. There's 38 kissing. So they can include kissing. I'm just saying. It'll be fun to see. Now, let's get to our next path. Fine, that's a Freddy's. Let's hope the map is not out your window. Okay, let's get to the FNAF box. I have about 6 of these. And these are not as mainstream as the what do you call it? These are not as mainstream as the, what do you call it? Oh, Wimpy Kid books, but, they're still good. Just saying, if you don't like this video, first of all, it's live. It's unedited. Everything you're seeing here, live. Unedited footage of live chat. I just put on live chat, but now let's get into this. We can put a more longer review because, For those, I have to go through like 17 books. But here, first, Five Nights at Freddy's, Fazbear Frights 1, Into the Pit. This is an amazing book. I enjoyed it so much. Also, the art on there is lovely. That's some great art. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Fetch. This is an amazing book. I love it so much. There's a few frightening moments, but just knowing what's not going to happen next is just amazing, and honestly, hands down book. This is honestly my favourite Fazbear Frights book. I have 4 Fazbear Frights books, and this is the first story, 1:45 a.m. is a masterpiece. I honestly enjoy these way more than the Wimpy Kid books. Five Nights at Freddy's, Step Closer. In this one, this is a really good book. Basically, I'll give you basically, in each of these books there are 3 stories, and all from the FNAF universe. In this one, in Into the Pit, the stories are basically the title one. The title is basically the biggest and baddest story of the book and the first story. So the stories in this one are, the stories in Into the Pit are, I still got the new books now. I have read this before. Or Into the Pit, where basically this guy goes into the pit of Freddy's and, goes back to the murders in 1983. Kind of usual, To Be Beautiful. Basically finds this robot that says she'll be beautiful. She ends up turning her into a beautiful robot. But she is beautiful when she just gets destroyed. And Count the Ways, where basically one time Freddy goes like, oh, count the ways I can kill you. Stab, gun. Nah, there's definitely different ones than that. Okay. Those are all amazing stories. Personally, Into the Pit is the best. And Fetch. Let's do this. Okay, first one is Fetch. So basically, this guy gets a, animatronic robot. And this robot will do anything for him. But ends up making a big mistake by saying weird things into his phone and, he end up destroying the world. Not like that, but he does do bad things. Lonely Freddy, this guy gets angry about his spoiled brat sister and, cries into a room and finds these Lonely Freddies that take over him, but he escapes and says sorry and has a happy time before they take over him. Out of Stock. I've read Out of Stock, but I kind of forgot. I forgot. Out of Stock, yeah, I remember. Out of Stock is basically, remember the mini Springtrap from FNAF 4? Yeah, this guy buys it and he has to go for the hell of maintenancing it. I kind of forgot. Okay, I'm sorry. 1:45 a.m. Let's just do this. 1:45 a.m. Basically, this woman buys a doll which keeps looking up at 1:45 a.m. Drives her insane. She dies in a vent. Room for one more. This guy basically goes to a sister location to do night watching, and then those mini arenas go in him, and he go fat, he explode. This new kid makes friends with people, send them to a Freddy, put them in Springwater suit, make them die. Awesome. Why am I making bad scenarios seem more funner? I don't know why. And Step Closer. Okay, Foxy makes you step closer and says, you want to be a private? You don't. You have to lose your arm and lose your eye. You don't need a pirate. You don't need to lose your arm and eye to be a pirate. No, that's just a bit stupid. And basically for the entire day, he's like, people are like, oh, I'm going to cut your arm, and they end up missing. He does survive. He breaks the curse. What the hell was that? I just someone thought. Dance with me. Basically, this girl steals some cardboard glasses and sees, the song from the sister where he does this dancing, and she doesn't like it. She gives it back, but then she sees the person she gave it back dancing. coming home. These people come home, they'll have something to do with Chica, and they go back to Chica. And now, time for Fazbear Frights, the newest series of FNAF books. There's like 25 FNAF books, but let's be honest, if I bought every FNAF book, I'll be dropping like $100. Probably more. And these are what get serious. In the later Fazbear Frights series, some of the stories have been making the entire FNAF community lose their mind. Okay, first of all, Lally's game. I've got some amazing stories in here. Okay, first of all, we have story 1, Fatality. Well, basically, this girl works at the Pizzaplex, and basically, remember the second story in Into the Pit to Be Beautiful? She found the same robot too, and she's never taken off the necklace in her life. But she did. Lally's game, basically. This couple, the wife of this couple found her husband, a secret box her husband had this robot called Lally, and this robot goes, Razor. I'm not going to spoil too much. And under construction. Basically, this girl goes to the what do you call it, Pizzaplex. It goes in this AR machine, and by doing that, it turns everyone into cancer babies. What the hell is that? Hops. This is one that made the FNAF community go a bit crazy because of the first story in it. Help wanted. Help wanted. This made the FNAF community go haywire because of this Help Wanted story. Steve gets hired for a game company and tells him to make 4 games about Five Nights at Freddy's, and he ends up having nightmares and he ends up getting a family, but these families are just all robots, and he gets killed by them at the end. And I was just wondering while I was reading this. Wait, is this supposed to be for FNAF? This is why people think the books are like candy, because no, that is just crazy. Help Haps. Haps. I'm just. Okay. Haps. This robot. Help is anyway. Well, he doesn't want to help you. He wants to get the knife that you go chop chop. Let's just read this back. I'm going to read this back for you. Steven's dreams of being a video game programmer, career. See? Starting a family, leading to take a job that seems too good to be true. Aiden and Jace can't resist scaring some young kids in the true base of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaplex. And all Billy wants to do is become the perfect version of what he really is, an animatronic. But in the world of Freddy's what you wish for, be careful what you wish for. And finally, in B7, this kid wants to be an animatronic, and he's just like, I want to be an animatronic. I think you got your wish because, you're in an animatronic now. Bye for you. I bet, imagine you're like, I want to be an animatronic. Crystal, William, but hey, William! And he comes and stabs and puts you in an animatronic. That'd be funny. Okay, now we're done with that. We finished the Wimpy Kid like 9 minutes. How long am I taking with the FNAF one? Okay, after this, now we've got a few haywire. We're gonna do the Captain Underpants ones, and then we've got like a few haywire books that are just like from different series that I don't really have the most of them, and just like other books I got, because I got tons of books. I'll be a second. You wait there. I was thinking of putting like actually some that I'm going to give you up on for you, but I don't know, I don't want to get copyrighted. I'm getting you cut. These were some books that I was into when I was way more younger, and I have not read Captain Underpants books in a while. Let's just get into it. Captain Underpants #1. They discovered this loser in underwear. Captain Underpants. Basically, Talking Toilets Attack. This is going to be very quick because I don't really have anything to do with these guys. You read that. Where's this #3? #4. #5. I forgot the plot of these. I haven't read these in so much that I forgot what they're about. So, you know, I forgot these were what they're about. So, I can't really tell you. Also, this is actually pretty thick. Let me see how many pages it is. 342. Who's gonna read that? There's so much. There's so much Captain Underpants books. I'm gonna put these back. I bet there's so much because these are very easy to make. Like the first one is less than 80 pages, and the last one is more than like 400. So once they got the fans to buy it, they went a bit crazy. Now for the next theme, Haywire books. Let's take out the Haywires. These are not going to be all part of a theme, and there's some that are part of a series, but I do not like them enough to buy them. To buy all of them. First, Alex Rider. He's a guy. Alex Rider, Scorpio Rising. Alex Rider, Never Say Die. These are 2 really great books. I've read them, but I'm not like that into these kind of books. That's why I just stopped on the collecting of them, and I just decided to, you know, collect books some more. Like I'm planning to get Tales of the Pizza Flex #3 and 4 for my birthday, so I can continue that series. Okay, now I got both of the Wimpy Kid Rowley books. These are in the Wimpy Kid series, or just the Rowley books. First I got Diary of Wimpy Kid. Awesome Friendly Kid, where basically is his first Rowley book, and Ralph Jefferson, Awesome Friendly Spooky Stories. In this one, he just tells stories of him and Greg having fun, and also some untold stories from the books. And in this one, he's making some of the lamest spooky stories that I bet like a 4-year-old can make. I am missing Awesome Friendly Adventure, and I'm hopefully going to get that one soon. Most people don't like reading books for some reason. I love reading books. And there really is a book for everyone. Like if you love FNAF, well, get a FNAF book, because you'll probably enjoy that. If you love watching Wimpy Kid movies and movies about, like, you know, high school and going through that, we'll probably love a Wimpy Kid book. If you love reading books about action and adventure, then get an Alex Rider book. I'm not saying you might love reading books. For example, if you love playing FNAF games, you probably like one of FNAF. You probably love a FNAF book. If you love watching action movies, you probably like Alex Rider. If you love watching funny animation movies, you're probably going to like Captain Underpants. There's a perfect book for everybody. See if there's a perfect food, perfect movie for everybody. Same for that. Dogman. This is the only Dogman book I've got. It's for Rolling the Ball Doll. There's an amazing story and lesson, and also like a, what do you call it, graphic novel. Also, this thing is heavy. Heavy. I put it on a scale, 0.8 pounds. Oh, in kilograms, 2 kilograms. This thing is heavy, bro. Heavy. I'm joking. 1.6 kilograms, because a pound are like about 2 times. But this is actually pretty heavy. The reason why I said 2 pounds is because, the reason why I said 2 kilograms is because you know what? Because guess what? I had to round it up. I said 2 kilograms. I made a big mistake. Pounds are 2 times kilograms. So if this is about 1.6 kilograms, then that means it's 3.2 pounds. Probably a bit more, because it's not exactly, but Marcus Rashford, you're a champion. Basically, everyone at my school got one of these books, and basically, I need everyone in my class. Why would it give you some nursery? But basically, Marcus Rashford telling you, for 300 pages, you're a champion! on a line above the door. Basically, I got this because basically we had this huge Year 6 nationwide book project and everyone got this book for free. And we basically just do this book project for a year. No, for a month. And this book is basically about this guy. He goes on a trip and he sees his exact name on the top of a World War II cathedral. And he has to go and his class gets to go on this talk show called Kids Rule. And basically, well, he has to create something about this guy and find who this guy is. He has to basically find out who this guy is and basically create a presentation for Kids Rule. In this day and age, in this day and age and at this age of kids, I do not think any kid will be going at 8 o'clock to watch a show called Kids Rule. Wait, are you serious right now? Kids nowadays spend the time, and this book was made like a year ago. Kids nowadays spend the time on YouTube, TikTok, or vaping. I was joking about the vaping part, okay? Maybe. But you get the point. I do not know what the point of this was, but I just wanted to show you my book collection. This is a way shorter live than my last one. My last live was like an hour and 5 minutes because, it was my 2-year live special. I wanted to do a live for that. Just want to tell you, every year my anniversary for my YouTube channel, I will do live in, let's see if they get me to 200 subscribers and I'll give you a live. I will be doing lives every few weeks now, maybe every week. The next live I'll be doing will be around next week, but I actually finally made my promise. I said I'll be doing lives every week. I cancelled that. I said I'll be doing live every few months. I cancelled that. On Saturday, I said I was going to do a live this week. I actually got you to live now. I actually did it. Aren't you proud of me? But I actually got the live out. I will finish the FNAF series, okay? I know I said I'll play FNAF 1 and 3. I know I said I'll play FNAF 1 and 3 this week, but for some reason, I was going to, but I couldn't get off my iPad. I was too busy watching YouTube and playing games on my iPad that I literally went like, what video? So I literally forgot about my video and I'm just remembering now. So yeah, sorry. I'm going on holiday next week, so I won't be able to post any videos. So you're gonna have to wait about, what do you call it? About a week. You're gonna have to wait about a week and a few days for our next video. I will post 1 or 2 videos on the weekend, but after Monday, you are going to wait at least a week until my next full video. Maybe a week and a few days, we'll see. Because I do not. Just saying, I'm going to Turkey. When I said full video, I mean as in full video, because I'm probably going to make a video where I literally put a camera and look like outside the window when we're taking off or landing or something, or see something cool. So look out for that. But yeah, that's why I said full video. I will try and play FNAF 1 and 3 on the weekend, but if I get too lazy, I'll be on my iPad all day. We'll have to wait a week then. Let me just show you my family's book cabinet. This is basically my dad's book. These are my dad's book, and now these are the books that we showed today. The camera looks so bad because the LEDs are on. I'll turn the LEDs off for a second just so the camera looks a bit better. There we go. Now this is dark. You either have dark as hell or no lights or you can't really see anything. Let's just see how bad it is with the lights on. It's better than nothing. Yeah. These are the FNAF books. Wimpy Kid. I'll just seriously turn it off. It's very distracting. That light is very distracting. But these are the Wimpy Kid books. What about that? My other books. This is my big Lego tower. It's a big 1,000-piece Lego set. I'll show you that in a minute. And these are my other books. One of my dad's and my mom. Okay, wait back here. I'll bring it. Sit. This is it time to show you. I got this for my 9th birthday, and this is, well, the biggest Lego tower ever. I'll light the camera because, you know, this is big as hell. This was about 1,124 pieces. And it is a huge Lego set. Huge. I'll show you from here. It's a huge Lego set. Basically, also I got a few expensive figures. I got these figures and these figures that I put at the top for no reason. Why have they got lightsabers? I put a lot of stuff in it because, you know, it's a bit empty. If I'm going to be honest with you. Okay. I put that Batman thing there because it's empty. Also put this here because this was legit empty before. I put that there because this was empty as well. It just doesn't look the best when it's just empty. This is the pizzeria. I haven't changed it. Okay, this is part of okay, basically this is meant to be the street from Adventures Inventor in the big when at the start of the movie. So this is meant to be a pizzeria. These two are meant to be, what do you call it? Peter Parker's apartment, and this is meant to be Doctor Strange house. Doctor Strange house is pretty good. I added that in, and now Peter Parker house. That's a nice, beautiful pizzeria to cook pizza. And I added this in just to make it a little better because I think I need a kitchen. Like, who just has a computer and a bed in their house? He think he needs a kitchen. I had this kitchen also. I do not know why I had this. I just thought that, yeah, Peter Parker is girly Lego magazines. So I just added it in. Also, a cool thing is I found out how he gets to this floor. Oh, that looks super cool, doesn't it? There's also a few other of those, what do you call it, secret things. Let me just do this. You press this. Clearly there's a mistake with the... Yep, I knew it. There's a mistake here. Let me just... Now let's do this. 3. How the hell is it? Why is this so bad? 3, 2, 1. I seriously do not know why. I'm trying to hold this, but it's so hard to... Okay, let me show you what's meant to happen. This thing was meant to fall off if you press that. I'm going to try doing it. Clearly something wrong with it and it's not working. Also, another one that I hope works is this. Those two gold things were added because, you know, lost pizzas that are meant to go there. Yeah, it falls off. Going all the way over there. Sit here while I don't know what I'm doing with my life. And that's it. I wasted 10 minutes because some guy in the comments asked me, when they saw it. I got more people. I'll put it on. Okay, enjoy. This video's live, so you can't do anything about it. You better sit here. Okay. Okay, just saying, this is a... Why is that so clumsy? This is what the figure is. This is a big figure I got from it. It's meant to be called Obsidian coming to kill you. This is Captain America's bike from a Ford Plus that I got. And this is a Mandalorian. No, I'm joking. This is a Boba Fett set. It's a mini fighter of his ship. Boba Fett. Boba Fett looks all cool. Look at Boba Fett, Boba Fett, Boba Fett. Okay, let's place him back in. All I'm thinking is you can kind of place the ship like this, like it still looks cool like this, if not cooler. But for some reason you have to place it like it was meant to. Also, there's a little part there which I placed as weapon because, you know, using up space. You know what I mean. Let's place that back. All I can say is, thank you for joining me live. I'm just going to see if this looks better. I'm just going to see if having the lights on in here looks better instead of just having one of those on. I'm going to turn on. Turns out it looks leagues better. Even though having that on was nice, for some reason having the light on have looked like leagues better. Just having that light on looked way better there. All I can say is thank you for watching, and thank you for watching this live. Thank you for wasting your time. What is this supposed to do? Doesn't even work. Okay, thank you for watching this live, and go now. Okay, bye. Goodbye. Well, you may be thinking, why am I not ending this video? Well, this video is 30 minutes long, and I'm thinking of pushing it to 40. Yes, I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to push this video to 40. Also, you can notice, for the past 48 minutes, when I started this video, it was still pretty bright outside. You can actually still see in here. You can actually still see in here with no lights. But literally like 38 minutes later, it's pitch black out there and without no lights. It's pitch black in here too. Oh, not because... Yes, I am pushing this to 40. I don't know, I just like it with a nice number on it. I just want to push it to 40 minutes. So, we did a few more things than just book reviews today. Definitely a few more things. Like, we didn't just, what do you call it? I forgot. We didn't just, like, do the book review, we did a few more things. Now we're just staring at each other. Staring into this black void. And 20 seconds until I leave you. Forever. I decide not to do anything for this last part. 5 seconds until it comes. 5 seconds down, actually. Okay, bye.